Peppa came out with cancer because of the mysterious fish. Peppa thought she didn't cook or maybe the chemicals from it. She was very scared of this fish. Peppa didn't eat the rest of the fish because she was knocked out after the first bite. Peppa didn't know she has cancer. The very next day, she finally woke up and thought she would walk to George's house, but again she was very skeptical with her every move. She peeped her head over and saw George was missing from the tubes, and Peppa was worried to see what Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig did with the clones. Peppa slowly pushed up the window as slowly as possible, but she couldn't. Peppa crept around the house and saw Daddy Pig's shed. Peppa picked the lock, but this lock was a fingerprint lock. Peppa didn't know what to do, so Peppa calmly knocked on the door once again, but was worried Mummy would answer the door. Knock, knock, knock. Daddy Pig then opened the door and she got yanked on by her shirt and dragged back down to the basement, but Mummy Pig's stripping pole wasn't down there. Peppa didn't know if she should be concerned or not. Maybe Daddy Pig is getting dances with Mummy. Daddy Pig forgot to tie Peppa down, so she stood up and looked around. She found a mysterious box and found loads of Mummy Pig's old photos of her as a baby. She looked very devious and in some, she looked really depressed. As she was going through the book of photos, she found a weird-looking photo of an old man standing next to Mummy Pig as a child in a house that she recognized. Peppa sat there and thought about who was in that photo. She thought about it long and hard, that maybe it was Grandad Pig. Peppa had to sneak out of the house without being caught by any of the family members. She walked past all the weird kinky toys Mummy had hiding behind the books, placed in a tidy pile. Peppa said to herself, "What a dumb hiding spot." She slowly creeped up the stairs, and as she reached halfway it started to creak, so she just ran towards the park because she remembered his house was nearby. She ran as fast as she could to the top of the hill, and there it was, Grandad and Grandma Pig's house. She walked up towards the door and didn't think they would answer. Knock, knock, knock. Grandad Pig answered the door with glee and was excited to see Peppa as he hasn't seen her in years. Grandad Pig invited in with happiness because he had something for Peppa. He had a whole bedroom for her as he knew she had nowhere to stay, as Peppa is a stinky bitch.